All right, here we are at 6230 South 74th Street over here in Ralston. Just want to give you a view of the neighbors. This one's exciting. This one's been on the market for a little while, and I'm having trouble figuring out why. A lot of the hard work has been done. So all this, the new block for the retaining wall, obviously you have fresh cement here, and I'm guessing the cement was replaced because the water does drain here, and that's going to cause all that rainwater and all the melted snow and everything. There's another drain back here at the very end of the driveway, but all that's got to be running down somewhere, and it's going to run right against this retaining wall. Now thankfully this retaining wall looks like it was done professionally, so I think that goes a long way. The steps have been replaced recently as well. I don't know, just something to know about, but I mean, that would have been my biggest concern, and it looks like it's already been addressed, so it should be good for quite a while. The home does kind of slant a little bit. You are a little downhill, so as you can see, but it's nothing too big, and the very end of the street is just a couple houses down, so I don't think it'd be trouble during the ice and snow that we do get. Beautifully decorated too. Landscaped, excuse me. Just looks really nice. Home's been on the market since the 10th of October, and it was listed originally at $325. It's down to $317. So they're definitely motivated, and the home is vacant. So this is the living room area. Use your imagination. The carpet, one thing that stood out to me, the carpet has been like vacuumed and cleaned, but it has a bit of an odor. Smells like just normal dog, normal cat, maybe. It definitely doesn't stink, but you can tell that they had pets. Kitchen's pretty cool. Carpet also just kind of feels thin. There's not a lot of padding, it's just worn. It's probably best at this point just to replace it. But the kitchen, holy mackerel, just beautiful. And this entire home was built in 1970. Just kind of give you another view. You do have lighting underneath the cabinetry. Windows are the crank out windows. They cut this open to make it more of an open concept feel, while still closing off the kitchen. So down the hall, you do find the bedrooms. Obviously, you have a linen closet, coat closet, and then the bathroom. Very plain Jane, not a lot to talk about in here. Clean. This is bedroom number 1. Vinyl windows, really nice shades, closets. I'll show you bedroom number 2. Very, very similar in size to bedroom number 1. Windows are in great shape. And this is the primary, where it gets just a little larger. I'll show you a couple different angles here. Gets a little larger, and you do have the primary bathroom. It's a 3/4 bath. Shower, toilet, sink. Take a peek in here. Again, the bathrooms leave a little to be desired, but having a bathroom is better than no bathroom at all, I suppose. As we continue through the home, I really wanted to show you the backyard, because I think the backyard is pretty fancy. Looks real nice. So again, we have a lot of neighbors here back here. It's all landscaped really well. The trees are the property line. They're pretty well defined. And then you have a couple up here that kind of define it as well for the neighbor. You can see this box here. So your lot line is going to be right there around the middle. But they did even more work back here to kind of flatten this part of it out. And gave themselves a little trash can area or whatever you want to do there. A little rock bed. But I mean, they went ahead, they did a whole nother retaining wall, and it's just beautifully done. Another drain right here. I mean, it just looks great. Definitely newer. My one concern would be, you know, with this drain here, you probably do have a lot of washout that's going to go down here, and you can even tell just how some of the spots of the grading next to the house is just, it's leaning inwards. What you want is it to go outwards, right? You want it to kind of roll that water away. So right now a lot of moisture is just kind of sitting there, and that's obviously not good for your foundation. So it would be something that I'd want to keep an eye on, but that's just my 2 cents. Very impressive with the landscaping. All right, so from the back door, it leads right to the basement. There's a ton of finish down here as well. It's super duper dark though. So I'm gonna have trouble showing you this, but so from at the very bottom of the steps, there was this closet here, showing you the HVAC. There's not a lot of space, so I'm guessing there's another entry on the side, so we're gonna figure that out together. This must be, yes, garage access. Might as well do that while we're here. Double garage doors, 2-car garage. You got openers on both. Here's your stack. Probably what used to be an old, it's definitely not an electrical panel, but that's just, all those thin wires are usually for security systems or maybe phone lines, stuff like that. Doesn't look like that's being used. This is the wall that we just talked about from the outside, where I said a lot of that water is going to be sitting on it. And from what we can tell, it appears to be in pretty good condition. No bowing, not seeing major cracks. You are seeing these hairlines, but we've talked about this before. That's pretty standard. You're going to see a lot of it. You do have some of these corners that have cut through. This thin little one here. Nothing I'd be overly concerned with, but I mean, it's the one thing I am confident in is that you do need some more dirt around this side of the home to keep that from getting any worse. Some extra shelving here too, which is nice. All right, so we're back in the basement. Carpet is the exact same as it is upstairs. Smells the exact same, not worse, not better. Feels like there's no more padding. It's noticeable in my opinion. So again, carpet is something that you would want to put in the budget if this is something you'd consider. The fan was really loud, but we do have just another half bath, which is nice. Whew, that fan is struggling. We have another just little mini closet. Guessing this is the electrical panel. It is. Older and full for sure. Not a lot of space. Not the end of the world, but definitely a older panel. And this is that second entry I thought we'd see. There we go. Let's see if we can find a light. Come on. If I were a light switch, there we go. Whoa. Oh, okay, so this is actually laundry. So behind that closet, you have your 220 there, a couple of extra volts. Here's your hot and cold water, your vent for dust. And it's all right underneath the staircase. So it's a little cramped for sure. Feels a little tight down here. Water heater appears to be newer. So here's the back side of that door. That's at the bottom of the steps, which you just don't really have access to. And then you're just right here. This is all you have for your laundry area. Not bad, definitely suitable, but it's just tight, and just showing it on video is just kind of tough when it's just me. Overall, nice house. Negatives are the carpet needs to be replaced, and you can see here too the wear and tear on these kind of gives you a really good idea. So carpet would need to be replaced. You need a little bit extra dirt, which is not the biggest deal. That's probably every house you're ever gonna look at. It's not gonna have adequate grading. But that would be it as far as my concerns would go. The kitchen is the best part of the whole house. Beautiful. Windows are all in really good condition too. No concerns about anything else as far as the roof goes, siding goes. Neighborhood looks great. Retaining walls are definitely newer. A lot of money was spent there. And I bet if we ask really, really nicely, they might even throw in the TV they didn't take with them. So that's it. Let's talk about it.